Hey guys, you are watching AfterBuzz TV here. We have some more baby mama drama here with Rob and Chyna, so don't go anywhere.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
You don't gotta go to work. Almost perfect timing. Sorry guys for the overload on Fifth Harmony these past couple weeks.
Yeah, you got the lights
going. I'm feeling it.
Hey, yes, with the
Everybody
lights.
did it work.
Oh, I love it. Hey guys, you are watching. You are here on AfterBuzz TV watching Rob and Chyna. I almost mixed that up. But yeah, I'm here with my amazing co-host. Tell us where we can find you guys.
What's up, everyone? I'm Thomas Orlina. You can find me at Thomas Orlina on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook.
What's up? My name's Kalima. You can find me everywhere at Kalima Music Art Wisdom and on Twitter at Lima Wisdom ENT, where pop culture meets wisdom.
Hey everybody, it's Howard III. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Howard III, and of course my website, howardthird.com.
Oh, and the .com there. And I'm Justine, and you can find me on everywhere at Let's Face It with Justine, and on Twitter at Let's Face It 33. What's up, guys? Good to see you again. Another week here.
Yes.
Kalima, I am loving your hair. Like, I'm loving the natural.
Yes.
How have you been wearing it? Because you haven't been wearing it like that.
No. Like, I usually either use my little rubber band and just push it all up, or I'll have my extensions. Yeah, it's crazy. You know how, like, sometimes you need headshots? I literally, they'll be like, what are you going to look like at the audition? Like,
That's how it...
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because
but
I
love
change it
like
up
that.
all the time. Thank you so much. It means so much when you, like, because if you see
Guys.
it, then I know that, like, it's well received. Yeah.
Well, don't mind me. The past couple weeks, I'm actually moving. That's why I threw this on with my glasses, because, you know, it's all my makeup is and my hair. Everything is not in the same place.
Yeah.
I am in two places right now, so I'm like... all
Moving
over
is
the place.
hectic.
But
yeah.
don't worry, I brought my A game here so we could, you know, talk about the show and stuff. All right, so last week we started off and it was Chyna and her mom. They were all like freaking out. She wanted to make sure that Rob was not gonna like screw her over and all that. So they just kind of brought the end of that episode into this episode.
Right.
So that happened last week. And I think we should get into when Scott and Rob, they were all on the couch and they were talking about their significant others having kids with others, because I guess they were talking about Chyna and Tyga and how it, like, that whole family situation is.
Right.
Yeah.
And how did you guys feel when they were what did he say? I have to hold this over here. When Scott was like, or no, was it when Rob was like, oh, how would you feel if Courtney had kids with someone else? And he was, I'd be in jail.
What was you guys' reaction?
I was just like, oh my gosh, Rob. Like, I mean, Scott, like, how would he, if Courtney did have kids with somebody else, I feel like Scott would be so heartbroken.
Of
like,
course.
He'd be like, how can you have three kids with me and then another child with somebody else?
I feel like it was like a tongue-in-cheek joke. Like, it's
Oh,
just,
for sure.
I feel like, you know, I honestly see them having another kid. Do you guys?
Scott and
Courtney?
I love them, and I
really
hope
do?
for
Like,
them
one
one
more?
day.
I feel like Courtney is like, absolutely not. I'm not going to give myself
Yeah.
another reason to
I don't
feel
know.
locked down.
Unless he gets better, he seems. I don't know.
feel like
That's
if
a
they
whole nother
do-
show.
If they do, it would be like at the last minute, like an oops, okay, we had a little fling and now I'm pregnant, like type of thing.
Yes.
I feel like the teasers for Kardashians is making me feel that way. I don't know why.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that's a whole other show.
Right.
So, what did you guys think about the whole situation they were talking about? Because it is a really weird situation, and for anyone that doesn't watch the Kardashians, which, I mean, if you're watching this show, Rob and Chyna, you probably already do, but the whole situation between Tyga and Blac Chyna and Kylie,
Yeah.
I think it was more directed at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's true. I totally agree with Rob. Like, he's saying as a man, no matter if they're not in love with that person anymore or not, like, the fact that that woman has his seed and now she's gonna be sharing that same thing with another man, I can understand why he's like, no, like, Tyga is not going to warm up to me right off the bat. But hopefully he will be mature enough to, you know, do it at least for his son. But then again, maturity, I don't know. I mean, he is with a young girl, so maybe, I'm just saying, maybe he's not, maybe he wouldn't be so comfortable to.
I
be
feel
an
like we
adult
haven't
about it.
seen all of them together. Like you
I
see the
know.
clip on YouTube when Kylie and Chyna met. That wasn't on any of the
Yes.
shows.
Right.
So I feel like there's a
Yeah.
lot we're not seeing, but we haven't seen them yet. So maybe on this season of Kardashian, since Rob has been coming out a lot more.
Ooh, maybe. I can't wait until they all meet up like on camera where it's Kylie and Tyga and Rob and Chyna.
Yeah.
It's just that moment would be TV gold.
You think you'd think they'd be all about that? That's
Yeah.
weird.
And you would think, if nothing else, for the cameras, because they're all about making everything look sweet and juicy and, you know, peaches and cream for the cameras. You think that Kylie would at least do a walk-on like Kim did this episode. You know, Kim's an executive producer, so I think they were like, how can we slip you into this season? And why not have Kylie? Because not only would it drive the ratings crazy, but it would make them look more like, we're good, we're happy, everything's fine, we're, you know, it would at least look better as a family, you know?
We haven't seen them once. We haven't seen Kylie once on this show, right?
Yeah. Because that's what
Yeah.
everyone's rumoring about, that they're, you know, not cool. And it's like you could kill that rumor if you just had her come over, even just with her and Rob, just to show that they're still close, you know? I don't know.
Well, and not meaning to cut you off or anything, but
Yeah.
let's just address the little elephant in the room of what just appeared on our table. If we want to get into this here, Kalima, tell us what do we have.
So basically, Chyna, you know, and the Kardashians in general, the brand, we all know that they're all about beauty. And so we wanted to bring you from AfterBuzz TV to you guys a special treat. How would you like to spend $30
What?
for $150 worth of beauty products?
Girl, I'm there.
Delivered to your door for $30. Now y'all know good and well that that's how much y'all spend on y'all gas, if not more. And you can have a full box
Whoa.
of goodies. Let's see.
Ooh.
Justine's gonna know a little bit of
Justine
everything
is
in this
all
box.
about it.
Yes.
Now you guys understand what I meant when it's like I need the stylist, the artist,
So
you
let's
know,
see what
to
we got here.
understand.
Oh my god. All right, guys, this is like actually legit. So yeah, since I do hair and makeup, to me this is like a goodie bag of just amazingness and love, and like I know how expensive stuff is.
Yeah.
So if you
it's
want to see what we got over there.
We've got Redken sea salt spray. It's for the beach wave textured hair.
Ooh, that's
Love
what I
Redken.
need. I'm gonna
Yes.
get one.
Smashbox Brow, Candy Johnson's go-to brow product, which
Wait,
I'm
let's find this guy in here somewhere. We got a
definitely
lot
gonna
of
need
stuff.
that one. Yes,
Yes.
it's Smashbox.
The Brow Tech shaping powder. Oh my god, I want this. Can
Yeah,
I
I
like,
literally
grab
want this box. Yeah, the more
Sorry.
I'm reading, I'm like, why
You're
is
gonna
this
come
not a
here-
gift for us though?
The producer's gonna come in here and be like, "Where is it?" No, I took it home. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. Yes, so the Brow Tech shaping powder, and I have never tried anything that we've talked about
Nice.
yet.
And then NYX.
The
You,
NYX.
yeah,
let's see,
NYX
it's right over
Ombre
here.
Lip Duo in Peaches and Cream for the bright pop of color for summer.
Oh, summer.
Yes.
Beautiful
And
time.
so all you have to do is use the code BOXBUZZ. That's BOXBUZZ for 20% off your subscription, guys.
What?
Make
Whoa.
sure you do this. I literally $30 for $150 worth. Like, that's crazy.
It's like a
Okay,
steal.
okay. So wait, Karima, what's the little code again? Because you know I need to go
Yes.
Y'all don't even
What do I need to put in
Yes,
there?
and if it's some guys watching this, get this for your girl. She will not be disappointed. It's the code is BOXBUZZ. That's BOXBUZZ
I'm
for
there.
20% off for your subscription, guys.
Nice.
See, now this, I want to make sure that this
Exclusive
is exactly
to
what I'm
AfterBuzz
thinking.
TV viewers. So
Yes.
Yeah, this stuff, I mean, this is like right up my alley, obviously, because I do makeup, and I'm just not happy that I can't take this home right now.
yeah. It's,
So I gotta get on.
no, we're
get
gonna
on
talk
about
to the
this.
producers. Me and you are gonna have to split it up.
We're gonna be like, excuse me. So yeah, I mean, before we get back into the show, yeah, this is. So I just did a little setup here. So I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm technically, this. I don't think this is necessary, but I figured I'd show you guys.
Well, you do tutorials. I'm sure you're used to it.
Yeah.
I am. Redken's awesome, guys. NYX is a great, affordable brand. I mean, I love drugstore products, so the Garnier and the Neutrogena. I mean, all of this stuff is really great.
Yeah,
So,
and so it's delivered to your door monthly. It's one of those cool pop-up boxes where you would
They're
get
so cool.
something different every time. So if you're one of those people who aren't sure, you want to try different products, you don't want to, buy them all per product, and you want to just see if you like it, what you don't like, this is a great way for you to, experience that.
I mean, it's
Yes.
good. This is so up my alley. Oh my god, this was unexpected. I did not know this was coming to our table. So I didn't,
Magically delicious.
I didn't didn't mean to totally shut it off, but I know that we would like it was awkward that this appeared, so I'm like, I might as well address what that is. And then we get back to the show. So sorry guys for anyone that, you know,
like random. But yeah, I don't think you guys are gonna be disappointed in that surprise though.
we're not trying to sell it. I mean, I had no idea this was even coming to the table. So like it's not like we're trying to sell it or anything. I'm just like, oh.
Exactly.
But all right, yeah, again, sorry, let's get back into this. So I thought it was funny. We were all talking about how Rob has not seen any of his friends in years, and I was legitimately shocked.
Yeah.
I thought
4 years.
I had thought maybe he saw them like sometimes, whatever. But so Scott, you know, they were just talking about that and how he wanted to set up a little barbecue and stuff for them. I mean, I can't believe it's been that long.
Isn't it crazy? They had to go through the archives of the Kardashians. I was like, I remember that face. And I remember you know how like when you see somebody that you maybe haven't seen in a long time and you get the feeling, you don't remember the actual times that you had together, but the feeling that you have is like, I remember I liked you. I remember we were cool. That was how it was. I was like, he was funny on the show. So it's sad.
It's kind of good though in a way because I feel like the show is kind of bringing him to these situations and people are forcing him, you know, and Courtney was there. Clearly it was more of like a moral support.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I felt like at first when Chyna was like in the room, she wasn't really involving her, but I get that, you know, she wanted to have him have his time, you know, so it was nice to see his friends back.
Yeah, I was so happy for him because I was like, especially if you're best friends with somebody and then you just go ghost on them, like how did JJ feel? Like, you know what I mean? Like we were bros, we were homies. Then you're not gonna text me back. You're not even gonna come to my wedding.
I know.
You're my best friend. You should be my, you know, my best man, and you're not gonna show up to my wedding.
Not even text back.
We were all talking about that when we were sitting and watching the show, because what I can't seem to understand, I think you guys are on the same page as me. I don't know like what you guys think out there, that I think it's very weird that he couldn't make it to his best friend's wedding. He didn't make it to his sister's wedding, but he's doing a reality show. And I know that I know that was a little bit in the past, but he still is obviously struggling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand, like, if anyone has any ideas, like maybe what it could be.
And just in this moment, and yeah, definitely, if you guys have any idea, maybe you've read an article that could kind of shed light on the situation, please comment. We always respond back, and we want you guys to join into the conversation. I was thinking, like, how is it that maybe there's something that we're missing that he doesn't want to disclose that maybe happened between them, because I don't know, because, I mean, unless it's really a psychological, you know, thing that he needs to maybe go to therapy about, because I've never heard in my life, I've never heard of someone just literally going ghost on your friends for 4 years, not responding because you really go into a deep, dark place of hiding.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible, like I said, but it's very hard to do that, but then do a show, and then it's like he's picking and choosing.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm glad that he did the show, because this would be a big chunk that we would not be seeing, and it doesn't make sense with the whole Kardashian brand. It's like when Caitlyn transitioned out, the first year that she made a bunch of mistakes that the LGBT community were not really having, it was all showcased. Just kind of like how he's very open now. So I feel like it's a Kardashian thing. We need to have everybody have like a show.
That makes total sense.
So, I don't know. I don't know the exact answer, but I feel like Kris Jenner does.
No, she does.
I mean, he was embarrassed. He said he was really dreading it because he was so embarrassed, and Scott was shocked he showed up. Were you guys surprised that he actually went to the barbecue?
Yeah, I was surprised. I didn't think he was gonna go.
Because it wasn't like an occasion. It wasn't like a birthday party. Like but he just went. It was just really surprising.
Do you think he would have gone if the cameras weren't there?
Just gonna ask that.
Would he have gone to this little? Because he can't text nobody back. Now all of a sudden, well, let me go to a barbecue.
So if the cameras weren't there, you think that he would have not shown up?
Yes.
Because it was the pattern that was going on that it would probably have continued.
The show probably pushed it to happen.
Yeah.
You know, like it probably pushed it to happen.
He's like, my job right now technically is like I have to be there. But I think Chyna too. Chyna, remember herself in the confessional, she was like, stop acting weird and get out there, you know? And it's like, that's one of the things about Chyna. Like, I'm happy even though that sort of like, what I would call it a phobia. That sort of phobia, I would think you need to be a little bit more sensitive to, only because we don't understand that. She's very outgoing. She likes to get out. Everyone at that barbecue is not struggling like he is. he's uncomfortable with the people that have been closest to him since he was in elementary school.
Those flashbacks, I was like,
Yeah.
I remember that episode.
Yeah.
he was so much tinier. Like, it's crazy to see how much.
Right.
I mean, like I said, I think it's definitely an underlying. Like, he obviously has issues. He does. He has depression. I mean, it's really obvious to not be able to see that. Like, you don't have to be like a therapist to see that.
Right.
But what confuses me about him is that it almost seems like he picks and chooses, and I don't like to judge that because
Of
I've
course.
always said in the past that
Of
I struggle
course.
with it too. But it's very hard when you are not, like, he doesn't seem like he's, whether or not he wants to be medicated or not, I don't know what he's doing. It's so
Right,
hard
right,
to judge
right,
because I
right.
don't know if he's on medication. Maybe he's not. Maybe
There's
like,
something missing.
yeah, I don't know what it is, and I'm happy he did the show.
I wonder how it would be if they did like therapy on the show, like you know how Bethany on
Yes.
Housewives has a therapist, like a sit down. If they would have tied that in.
Do you remember all the Kardashians had that therapist?
Yeah.
Yeah. When
The one that
Yeah.
Courtney made them go to.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
remember Kim became famous in that scene, like the crying face became famous from that scene where she was like, me and mom didn't know what we were doing, we just did it,
Yeah.
you know? And I would love, on a serious note, not on an entertainment channel, maybe Iyanla Fix My Life or something.
I was thinking about that right now.
Yeah, somebody who would truly be there to help him as a professional, not seeking, exposure or anything. Just someone to fully like help him, because to me it's hard to watch because it's so sad. Like I've learned in life that it's all about your perception. The way you see your life, we could all be depressed and down and out about things, but we've allowed ourselves to have a perception where it's like, okay, we're gonna keep going out. We're gonna
forward.
we're gonna keep moving forward. So that goes to show that for some reason, we all see how blessed he really is. Somehow his perception is totally
When you struggle
opposite.
with it, though, that's how it is.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. I mean,
Yeah.
that's one way. Like, if there's the people that watch it, people that don't understand it won't understand it, and that's fine. But if there's someone out there that understands it, like I'm with you. Like I
feel
really
like-
understand.
I feel like the root of it was what we were saying in previous episodes, how it was the girls were building their brand, their empire, and
Right.
he was feeling like there was
That's
nobody
true.
to really guide him in the direction. But that's still a huge possibility that could happen. We keep saying that.
My whole thing is with the best friends, if they've been your best friends since 4th grade, do you think they try to actually help him, or do you think they just understand like he is depressed? Maybe that's why he was not
We
in his
don't
life.
see what happens. It's
Like,
so hard.
It's so weird because I know I have close friends since before 4th grade. But they understand if I'm going through something, I say, hey, y'all, I'm going through something. I might not text you here or there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the friends be like, okay, it's been a few months, let's do a wellness check? He wouldn't, text back. Why didn't they go to his house?
You never
or bum
know.
rush,
I guess you
Yeah.
just don't know, because it's not. First of all, it's gated. It's hard to
true.
get in. Maybe they did. It's just, there's so much that, like, I forgot he had friends. Like, not in a mean way.
Yeah.
That's how much I just am not. We're
We
not
haven't
connected
seen
to
him.
him.
But even the
Right.
best one, JJ, is friends with Courtney, and he's been hitting Courtney up. Why couldn't Courtney be like, just come with me? I know how to get into the gate, blah, blah, blah. Let's bum rush or
I
something.
feel like that might be a little too aggressive, and
Yeah.
you also
Really?
don't. I
Because
feel
he's
like
I
I feel like not like. If you do something like that and you get the reaction that you don't want to get, it's going to be like a record on your life that you're going to be like,
That's
I
true.
became that
And
person.
maybe that's why Scott chose in this moment, like on this show, like knowing that if I do a surprise barbecue with the cameras there, he can't, snap and
I think
call
that-
the cops.
I think that the cameras probably made it even more awkward than it would have been without cameras, because he was
Yeah.
like, he felt so embarrassed and awkward. I was like, can you imagine now having this conversation with cameras like in your face, like,
Yeah.
so Rob, where you been? And he's like,
I think it's good to have it like on a show though, because he could watch it back and just
Yeah.
see that's like where the self-improvement part.
He needs
Yeah.
to. I think that's a great, he needs to see it.
But on like on a more positive level,
Yeah.
what do you guys think about anyone that possibly went on like to that little barbecue, Scott and Courtney together? Not together, but like they were the only ones out of the family. Like it was Rob and then Rob, Courtney and Scott.
I love that.
But I
do.
feel like they're so used to being together because they
Yeah.
are still close. Like they're still in the same
Love
circle.
them. It's like even if they're not
So
getting
you
back
want
together,
them
I'm
to
like,
be-
what are they doing? Oh my God, they're together.
That's what
I
they're
will
teasing.
just die if they have another kid, because Courtney does not, like, she knows in her heart of hearts that she's like sick of dealing with, you know, the immaturity side of him. Yes, he's exciting. Yes, he's fun. We
course.
love him. But, like, I mean, I don't think that she should try it again because
they're such a good couple. They like, I feel like their personalities match, even
they
though they have their differences.
think they balance? I think she's way too mature
the
for him.
history is so long now. It's like a 10-year.
Yeah.
If he matured,
Huge,
if he
yeah.
got his, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
go for
no.
it.
If he got his crap together, I think they could be good, but I just don't, I don't know.
He's always going to be a jokester.
But
Yeah.
it's nothing to do with joking. It's nothing to do, because you could still be mature and still be like kind of
He
fun and
could,
crazy.
But
you know
he a partier.
of course, they don't show on this show. I'm like, he seems really good. But
Yeah.
then I'm like, I forget the show's not about him.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
show the bad things going on.
Yeah,
They just
that's
show.
what Kardashian
It is like, it's like a Rob, Chyna, and Scott show, but
Yeah.
a little bit of Scott.
I feel like he's kind of toned down a little bit. Like Scott has calmed down on the, like he goes to events, he'll go to One Oak and he'll do his
Yeah.
appearances, but I feel like they're
He
more
just has the key people.
chill.
The key, yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
So moving on, how did you guys, how about when Rob and Chyna, they took tests online? I don't know where they got these tests from.
I was waiting for them to
either.
like promote the site. And I thought it was
Yeah.
an integration.
Yeah.
But I want to take that.
That's the thing. So did anybody, I don't know if like you guys out there saw it, did you guys see what it was? I just know they took a test, an online test. I didn't,
A relationship test.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And she came out, Chyna came out that she was acts of service and Rob was quality time. And she did not seem too happy about that. She's like, we're so different. And I'm like, I always thought that was a good thing.
Yeah, opposites attract. I mean, it's nothing wrong with being different. My reaction when she said hers was acts of service, as in she likes to be serviced by her man, I thought that made, to me, I think of the psychological side of it, like in the sense of she was a stripper, you know, she learned how to work men to get what she wants, you know? So, but even after that, I think it makes sense that she likes to be catered to, you know, to feel secure, because she talked about how she grew up putting that wall up there. But if someone feels like they're getting enough from somebody else, maybe they'll feel more comfortable with them. And then he, you know, wanting more affection, maybe because he never, you know, maybe felt as loved compared to his siblings, and then, you know, losing his father, just having that sort of emotional security from an opposite sex. That made sense to me as well.
Oh my God, that was so, like, that was an amazing analogy. Me,
That was
I was
really
like,
good.
I was like, oh, she just likes to be serviced and he's more calm. And yours was like legitimately elaborate, so that was great because that just covered it off.
I watch a lot of Beyond Love.
What do you guys think?
I don't have nothing after that. I say
know.
y'all are
That's
fixed for
hard to
life.
follow up right there.
Well, talking about, it is hard to follow up, but talking about
But what,
her.
did you guys not have a different perception? What was your reaction when you...
I feel like the opposite attract is a saying that everybody says, but I think that's what makes the relationship, even though the press loves to say all these stories, and yes, there are things happening, this is kind of like when you meet somebody new and everything is really rushed. This is the type of things that happen, and I've been through it before, so I feel like when you rush everything, this is what's happening, and with all the cameras and the media and the press,
Totally.
it takes it to a
Yeah.
whole nother level.
Totally.
So
I can't imagine a relationship that's, you know, relationships are tough as it is. Can you imagine like being in the limelight?
yeah, that
That's
would be wild.
insane.
Exactly. That's why it doesn't make sense why he's... All right.
Yeah, I hope they figure everything out and they stay together. Like even though everybody loves to put out that it's over, this and that, you know.
Well, I think it's funny that they got so different scored on the test, and since she does like acts of service, I guess Rob decided to take hands into his own matters. Is that the saying? Stuff into his own hands. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, you said it right the first
Oh,
time.
I did? Okay. I was like, I couldn't remember if I said it the right way. But so he basically decides to have Chyna's a really great friend Paige show him how to cook her
yeah.
I
favorite
love that scene.
dinners. And that was great watching that whole thing happen. And then Chyna comes in and he blindfold her and she's so scared and she's like, relax. And he takes her out and it's so, how
Yeah.
cute was that, guys?
That
love
was so
that.
sweet, and I don't think it was staged either.
don't
I
think
feel
so
like he
either.
really tried.
Yeah, I thought that was so cute. I was like, oh, look, like he's trying. He's being nice. Chyna was loving it. Like everybody was just feeling it. I love how Rob was like, you go ahead and eat. And Chyna was like, I'll wait for you. But she's over there just chomping on little hot dog. I was like,
She's
wow.
pregnant. You know how that is.
That's
She's like,
right.
wait, is this what she say? Chicken applesauce?
Just like the crab
Yes.
leg.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, ready to go.
I think it's cool to see like Rob keeps it real. That's something that we can say for this entire show. He's not putting a front. He's really putting himself out there. So
That's
I thought that
huge.
was really sweet.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think he's putting himself out there for this whole show. Because, like, he could try to make himself seem like this is gonna sound so wrong. He could try to make himself seem better. Like, I'm not saying he's bad, but he's not making himself look phenomenal. Because if he wanted to, and he would just be doing all this stuff for Chyna and, like, acting more fun, but he's just not. He's just doing what he does.
This is who I am, right?
But then, talking baby stuff, Rob meets up with Kim, which is so funny. I think that was in her Bel Air home. I think that was that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was.
They haven't moved into their house. That is still the house that they're in temporary.
Remember, Bel Air
right?
was the original first one they were building, and then they were like, I guess we're just gonna sell it because it's not.
And
I don't
they
know
moved
what.
in
I don't
there,
remember.
right.
I don't even know what the issue
I didn't know
was.
that they originally wanted that one because my friend, little insider, I have a friend that kind of that works for a company and like selling like it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, like
Flips homes?
No, it's nothing to do with homes, but he works for. It's not a salesperson. It's like this kind of like company. I can't really explain what it is, but it's like products like this. And he had to go there and deliver some stuff to their house, and he's like, surprisingly, it's not as like what you would think a Kardashian house would be like.
I don't think it's the house that they're right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just not that. It's obviously it's beautiful. Obviously it's big. Obviously it costs $1 million. But for like a Kim Kardashian, he was just like, oh. So I think that was the one that they're not staying in.
Yeah, they're not staying in that house.
Yeah,
Bel
they're
Air
selling
one.
in the Calabasas one. The one, because she don't need to be fired from her mom. At least that's what reports were saying.
Yeah.
So they moved like a little bit down the street from Chris.
The
that's
structure
just
of
the
it
house.
is really cool. Like they did like on their Snapchat, they did like I think that was Mother's Day. Like Kanye had like the violinist and everything.
Yeah.
And that was at that house.
was at that house.
Not the house from
bunny.
tonight.
Right.
The Bel Air one?
No, that was the same house.
Okay.
Okay, I'm confused.
The Bel Air one.
The Bel Air. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
We love the
Rob
house.
went to whatever
regardless.
house they were in. Rob went there, and Kim provided everything from like everything that you'd possibly need to show how to like change a baby's diaper and all that good baby stuff.
He has a lot of people that can help him out, that's for sure.
And he has a lot to learn because he was like, it's not, like, that's the thing. Like, when you're dealing with dolls, no matter if it's the real dolls that are actually, now that one wasn't the real, like, training baby because that baby's head would have fell back and the baby would have started crying. He swaddled the thing it just didn't look like it was fully swaddled. And he, like, picks the baby up by the shoulders and he's not thinking about the head. And so I'm not a parent or anything, but I'm like, yeah, you gotta be a little, but he said it, he was like, maybe when the baby comes, it'll just be more natural.
Because then their head
Fragile,
will be falling.
right,
So,
right. He'll realize how fragile
Do
the
any
baby
of
is.
y'all know how to swaddle?
No.
I know that sounds
I
so
should,
wrong.
though.
I don't.
I have a
But I
niece
know what it
and
looks like.
should Have.
Huh?
I have a niece and I should have known, but seeing that tutorial,
It's just like wrapping the baby. Why don't you why do you have?
But
is
it's
there
a
specific way.
Yeah, because to swaddle. Okay, so
Clearly,
babies,
I don't have a child.
Yeah, babies are supposed to. The only way that they can like fall back to sleep is if they can't extend their arms because they have to feel almost as if they're still in the womb. So swaddling is a way for them to like be able to push out and then realize that they can't push out and then come in.
Claustrophobic.
So,
oh my god.
Yeah. So
like that's like opposite of what like a normal like not child needs, right?
You're
Can you
already
imagine?
sweating.
yeah.
I'd be like, no.
Yeah. So the way that the cover has to be folded in so that it doesn't unravel.
I didn't know that may sound so stupid, but I guess if you don't have like a child, I've like never had to do it before. So
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny, Kim acting like so this is how you do it, and then like because it's so funny because I remember watching her on the Kardashians being like, oh my god, I need Kourtney's help. I remember for a long time she's like, I'm just gonna be an aunt, a great aunt, and then I remember watching episodes of her being like, I'm so nervous, I don't know what to do, and now she's like, so Rob, this is what you do.
Confidently in her heel, her boot heel.
And that hairstyle.
The overall look though is dope. I love the boots.
I liked it too.
Yeah.
I didn't like the
love the
hair.
look,
It's not
the
that I
hair.
don't like braids. I love braids.
I think you're just not used to seeing her in that
Maybe her,
hairstyle.
because
Yeah, it was a bad
it was
hairstyle.
cute.
Because I saw
It was
those
cute.
braids.
The full look was cute.
The
They only
clothes.
showed like the headshot.
The clothes were cute.
Yes.
The hairstyle was.
No, do you
That
know why I
could've
don't
been
like the
for a photo
hairstyle?
shoot.
I don't like that. If it's gonna be in
rings.
braids, be in braids. I don't like how they were. And even if you're gonna have hair hang.
Yeah,
it
was too many rings.
It looked kind of
Way
like
too many
messy.
rings. Yeah.
I just didn't like the rings in it. But this is the thing. I've seen Kylie.
Yeah.
She could. I mean, I still don't like that
It's
hairstyle.
Kylie's
She
brand
can
more
pull
so.
off braids way more. I think it's just because we're not used to Kim doing it.
That's
There's
what
something
I'm saying.
wrong
Yeah,
with
yeah,
braids.
yeah.
I don't want anyone to be like, you
Kim's
don't like
so
braids.
girly
It's not
chic.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I appreciate the variety.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like, I don't know. It's not
No,
that Kim...
look at Howard. No.
What? Because I was like totally
We
against
love
it
Kim.
before. It wasn't that I hated it, but
I don't hate it.
I love Kim. I just didn't like that for her. It was the
1
ring.
to
That's a
5.
Kylie.
Well, I'm sorry, 1 to 10. 10 being the best look that she ever did. So it was like a
It gave you something different.
That was like a
fail.
no.
It wasn't a total fit because the outfit was cute. The boots
That's
and the
what I'm
shirt.
saying,
She was
with the
really-
outfit.
It was just the
It
hair.
brought the hair in.
Yeah, the hair
Yeah.
was like a 5. It was
But-
a 5.
Chloe could pull that off better,
Exactly.
and so could Kylie. So it's not about the hairstyle.
I'm here not
It was
agreeing.
just.
I agree.
I thought the whole look was dope. I read celebrity news all the time, so I saw that day she was driving Kanye's car and she was like having a chill day, so maybe it was for a photo shoot. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Maybe.
I think the braids even longer. Like, think about it. Long past her
maybe.
butt with the rings.
Okay, that would have been cute.
That would have been
Yeah.
hot.
You know what I think threw me off? I just think it was those hairs. I didn't like that. Get them
Yeah.
all braided.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the two.
Made me
The
feel
leave
like
out in the
it just
side.
looked a little like, oh, we're nitpicking this. That girl looks good no matter what. So don't think we're like
We just
judging
went
her.
on her Instagram to look at how she looks today, and she looks bum.
Yeah, she
Okay,
does.
we didn't take a picture and send it in. But if you look at Kim's, I don't know when whoever's watching this, like, and it may be a few days. It may not be like today specifically.
Right.
October 2nd. But it was Kim at Fashion Week,
Yeah.
right? And it
Balenciaga.
says no makeup. This is just a whole nother subject, and coming from someone that does makeup, she is wearing makeup. And yes, it could be a tinted moisturizer, maybe little lash extensions, and a little bit of concealer. It's still makeup. You could be wearing minimal, but it's still makeup,
See,
and
my
it drives
thing
me
is,
crazy.
we don't see her enough without makeup for me to tell. By me, the untrained eye, her lashes are extremely long, but I think her natural lashes are pretty long. She may have put a little tip of mascara right there. I don't know, maybe not. But she looked pretty bare
she looked-
to me.
She
See,
did.
this is the thing, though. And if she is, then damn.
Her brows are naturally
But,
really good arch.
yeah,
She don't
hers-
even need to color in her
No,
brows.
for sure. But I mean, I've seen her on the show without it, and everyone has dark circles. It's just
That's
an
true.
obvious
She
thing.
does. Yeah, she does.
And the thing is, I don't.
That's so true.
It's amazing. She looks beautiful, even if it's minimal makeup. But if it's minimal makeup, that's not no
Just
makeup.
just say minimal.
It's not, and it just drives me insane. And if that really is her, and it's just maybe a filter, that would make sense.
Okay, yeah.
Like I think you said something
Yeah.
about filter.
I'm staying out of this, but yeah.
Okay, no. Tell us your opinions. I'm just going.
No. I'm obsessed with Kim. I love her look. I love.
She looks beautiful.
She's killing it. Like last year, she did the blonde. I love how she changes her looks
Yeah.
too. So,
Yeah. I do agree. She is killing it. I will say that. Off subject. This week in Paris Fashion Week, Kim's killing it.
Oh,
loving
yeah.
the extensions.
And that was unexpected. It was way more unexpected than I honestly never
extensions were
thought she
so
would walk
long.
out without her hair extensions. I never thought she would walk out without any makeup.
Really?
No, I don't
didn't think so either.
Kim doesn't seem like someone who would leave
She
the
did
house
a-
without makeup
a
on.
cover with no makeup too.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
for the
well,
editorial.
like I'm saying, I'm not saying she didn't look good. I'm not like she looked like crap, no, makeup.
no.
Like
Yeah, you're just pointing out.
saying
Yeah.
she has a little something on and she looks amazing. You
Yeah.
should do it more often.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is real talk. We all love them.
Yeah.
I don't want them being like these people are bashing
No,
them. No,
you didn't sound. Yeah,
No.
you definitely sound like you love him. You're just.
You
you're a
never know
makeup
with that.
artist.
You never know with people out there.
Yeah.
This day. But all right, so we got a little on our Kim rant over
I
here.
know.
So let's get into how Chyna and Paige, they were in Chyna's kitchen, and Chyna was really, really nervous to talk to Paige about moving out. And I think it honestly went really well.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I think so too. I think because Paige already knew. She was like, this was supposed to be temporary. I knew eventually I was going to have to be kicked out. Like, so she was probably like, okay, it's
time.
It's time. The baby is going to be here soon. I do have to find a place. Thank you.
And
Like,
you could
it
tell
went
she
well.
expected it because she was like, wait, 1, 2, 3 bedrooms. One is mine. Obviously, she's pregnant. Like, it doesn't take a brain surgeon.
Yeah.
It was like, she's going to have the talk eventually. And it's good that Chyna was nervous. And she's like, I just don't want you to ever think that, you're out here by yourself. Like, I always got you. So, it's good that she was nervous and it wasn't like that. Just the nervousness, I'm sure Paige appreciated that she wasn't like, listen, like you were saying, like, you seen that apartment down the street? Yeah. So she was like sweet about it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you guys for sure.
Is it just me, or I love the way Chyna, her voice sounds? I thought about that too. I don't know what it is. I love it.
Oh my
God!
It's, but I'm not even talking about the way she talks. It's not even. I'm not even saying the way she talks.
It's her voice.
It's like the. I don't know, but every time I listen
it's like raspy but cute, like a baby. Or
exactly.
weird.
I don't know, and that's like a typical voice that I would literally hate. Which I mean, I can't talk. Yeah. People hate my voice.
Yeah.
So but I love it. And
same.
I don't know
same.
Why.
In the beginning, it's like you hear her voice, and it's like, but like the more you hear it, it's like
I love it.
Your voice. Yeah. I was almost thinking today. I was thinking this while we were watching it, but I was like, not radio though.
No,
not radio.
What do you guys think?
I love it. I never really fully paid attention to it, but I think it sounds nice.
I feel like she in her confessionals is very has a very straightforward voice.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, I'm gonna do this. It's like one of those tones. So she has a good voice.
Yeah, I don't know what I love it. I don't know what it is. It's the tone, and I'm not even talking about the way she says words. It's just her tone. You explained it so right. It's like a kind of raspy baby voice, which sounds like it would be so weird, but it's not. And this basically what I'm about to say, this conversation, this is nothing really significant that happened, but I have to bring this up because we the entire time were like this. What the hell? When Rob blends a steak and salmon into a drink. I'm sorry, I have to bring that up because we were sitting there and I was like, can someone please explain what just happened?
I have no idea.
I need to Google that and see. I'm pretty sure that's good for you in
Wait,
some
how?
way.
How?
I don't know. I don't think he would just do it out of nowhere.
And if it's good for you, why not cook it? What's the
milkshake.
difference?
I know.
So it was salmon because amazing salmon's great, steak's great, but
frozen
in a blender.
I
need
didn't
to
think the
Google
blender
that.
was gonna be able to take it. That's a strong blender.
I know.
Because it was because it was rock hard. It wasn't like a nice. It was
He
like from
threw
the
it in there like a
freezer.
brick.
No, literally, it was like 2 bricks. So wait, it was a steak. It was a salmon, and it looked like there was something else.
Ice.
With
He
milk.
put some more ice in it.
Milk.
Nice. And blueberries.
Oh my
Blueberries,
god!
For the
that's right.
sweetness.
Is this a joke? No, seriously,
It's
we're gonna
blueberries.
Google. You guys Google it. I'm gonna
Oh my
Google it
God.
too.
Yeah.
I want to know what that's supposed to do because I don't know if it's really helping.
I don't think so.
So I don't know
You might as well just cook it
what
and eat it.
benefits it does.
Well, before we get into some news and gossip, let's just get into the last part of the night. Chyna makes a little date night for Rob, and gets all dressed up, looking all hot, has a little whip.
Yeah, she
Fun.
goes shopping at a sex store and tries to put it on him.
How
For me-
unenthusiastic is he though
I know.
about everything?
Yeah, I think he was just super shy.
nervous.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
just like, aha, babe, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's exactly how he was.
Because it's not really just them two. It's
But
them
it was
two
a
and
little-
the producer.
Right,
Exactly.
exactly. And he was
Yeah.
blushing a little bit. Like, you could tell he likes it.
Yeah.
Which I would never expect him to like the dominatrix type of vibe. But, for me, it was very hard to watch because I'm like, I see Rob as like, it's like you've seen his family. It's like, I feel a little too close to you to see you get down right now.
Well, it was, oh God,
I
it was.
don't know. It was just like, wow, okay, all right,
Yeah.
do you, Rob? But it did look like he really did like it. He was just really nervous with the
Yeah,
camera being
right.
there.
Yeah.
Like,
Because it's
come
like
on,
you
babe.
can't
I was
help it when
waiting
you're
for it
watching.
to
You
end.
forget that there's a camera. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, boy, he seems so nervous. I'd be into it. I'm like, oh wait.
And why is it necessary to show us? I don't know. For me, I was like, why do we need to see this scene? I don't know. I was just uncomfortable.
It's funny.
Any other thoughts about that scene? Before we get into some news and gossip?
News and
News
gossip.
and gossip, we're ready.
All right, so we're ready for some news and gossip. We got a couple things going on here. Whoever wants to start off, we got some news.
Go for it.
All right. So if you guys take a second to look at this tweet that Rob put out there, he was a little upset, clearly, with his family. The first tweet was Kylie's number. I believe it starts at the bottom. That would be his first tweet. He tweets out Kylie's number and he says, "I ain't hacked either. This is Rob Dog, LOL." Tweets her number again. Of course, this is no longer Kylie Jenner's number because Verizon is banning the number for the rest of existence. And then lastly, he said, "Didn't invite the mother of my child to a baby shower you all were trying to throw for me. You all must have lost your goddamn minds."
So basically they had a baby shower for Chyna that they didn't invite her to?
So basically, technically, when it's like, we're having a baby, most couples say we're having a baby. I think they were like, let's have a baby shower for our family. And we obviously don't have any other information other than this tweet, but clearly Rob was really upset, which rightfully so, because and it's almost hard to believe, because why would they? I don't see why why the Jenner Kardashians would do that, knowing that, they've got to have known that he would have been upset that much and
seeing the
made
way
it public.
Chris was just on the show with Chyna.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you guys?
I read something online. I forgot if it was Daily Mail or something else, that they were saying that they were gonna do like an all guy shower.
Okay.
So I think the message got delivered to him in a wrong way, and that was the impulsive reaction.
That makes sense.
So I think there was something like that, because it doesn't make sense for Chyna not to be there. But I feel like they were
Has
doing
anyone
like 2
heard
showers.
of an all-guy shower?
I feel like it was like a
guys
thing
don't
or something.
care that
I
much.
don't know.
Okay, but the Kardashians would do that.
Yeah.
Their only son, they're so used to bridal showers, especially Chris. She's so used to throwing baby
Parties,
baby showers.
right.
Okay, my son, baby shower for him. Like it does make sense, but I love how he just went off the rail and like and out of everyone, Kylie's number.
Yeah.
Why?
That's it.
Out of everyone, like not Kim. Nobody.
There's a missing piece there, yeah.
I think if he would have done Kim's number, he would have known like Kim would come for that throat. Because
Yeah,
if you tweet out
Kanye would've
kids,
came for-
Kanye, Kim, especially Kim, she'd be like, "Oh no, you got the wrong one."
Right.
That's freaking amazing.
And the thing is that you would think, well, you would hope that we would get some sort of reaction from the sisters, publicly apologizing, putting it to rest somehow. I remember reading these tweets and going to look at Kylie's Snapchat, and she did not miss a beat, totally taking selfies as if nothing happened. You would definitely think it was hacked, and I think that's why he wanted to definitely post that it was not hacked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, turning into some beauty glam after talking about this box. This is you were telling me a little about this, Kalima. Supposedly, Chyna, I didn't know this, which makes me feel like a bad makeup artist, that she has a makeup line and it's called Lashed by Chyna.
Yes.
And according to Kalima,
Yes.
it's better than Kylie's. Are we getting that
Okay,
far?
you've got it right now. Just to clarify, I have never used neither one of them personally. I've only
Okay.
watched tutorials on the both of them. Me personally, I'm not crazy about Kylie's shades so far. The only one
Just
that
the shades.
the only ones that I liked, and I'm just talking about her lip glosses, because I love the shades that Chyna has. She has really good glossy, and she also has really good matte colors, and I hope that you look at it. We'll talk about it next episode. Next Sunday, you guys be here, we'll talk about it. But Chyna's colors to me are a lot more the tones that I would be interested in. I feel like the ones that Kylie has, there's millions of dupes. Tell me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right. And we can
Thank
get a
you.
little bit more into that with
Yeah.
some more makeup stuff.
I'm more into the colors that I know that like I can't get a dupe of.
For sure.
Of rare colors.
And
yeah.
if you guys are interested, it is in Encino, in California, if you're around here. It's called Lashed. And is there any other quick news and gossip that you guys have?
I do want to talk about the new report coming out from TMZ that said that they might not do a second season just because Rob hasn't been there that much. Mm-hmm. And a little inside, I have a little gossip for you guys. That's so weird because I had somebody in studio on Monday when I was doing my other show who said that it only seems like it's it only seems like the Chyna show because Rob does not show up for filming. They said they literally have to drag him out to get him to film, driving out of his house. They've gone to Chris. Chris said, if you mess this up for me, it's your ass pretty much.
Wow.
And that's actually from a reliable source, so I cannot believe that. So now E is like, we want to work with Chyna. We would love to do Rob and Chyna season 2, but if Rob doesn't come, we still got Chyna. We got this baby. we still have a
true.
show.
And it sucks because
They're
everyone
gonna wanna
wants
do
to
it with
see
the
the,
baby, right?
yeah,
It's
everybody
gonna be
wants
a
to see the
Kardashian.
kid.
Yeah.
I
So-
forgot. Yeah, I'm like, I forgot there was a baby coming. There's
Exactly.
definitely. And you said, did you? I forget who said that they saw them at the parade. Was that?
Yeah, so
the slut
Amber
walk.
Rose had a slut walk yesterday, yeah. And Chyna was there with the crew. It seemed like they were filming because she definitely had a few cameramen with her, and it just seemed like she did not want to. I mean, I was actually working for a media outlet called Baller Alert. Many of you maybe follow them, and she was supposed to walk the carpet. She actually only did photos, and she did not do interviews. I was on the interview side, and she just pretty much went to VIP. Even Amber Rose tried to drag her onto the stage, and she just kind of hid in the back. And she's pregnant. A lot of pregnant women, even when they look great, because she definitely looked fabulous, they don't feel comfortable in their skin, and they definitely don't want to be on a stage. So that may have been why, but it's unfortunate because, you know, Rob wasn't there, and maybe that was one of the things she wanted to at least have his support. And having a baby with that loud music at a concert too, she probably just wasn't comfortable. She said on this episode that she's a homebody and she prefers to be at home every single day. So I don't know, but hopefully Chyna let us know how you feeling, girl.
Is there anything else, Thomas, you wanted to add?
Well, Chyna is the one that also put out Rob's number. That was the follow-up when Chyna, remember? So I just touching on that, what do you guys think about her putting out his number like that? Because from the Snapchat, it looked like she was saying she put out the number because she wanted to erase the people that were hitting him up.
Yes.
So.
Well, maybe we can get, because we are running out of time, maybe
Yeah,
next week
for
we
sure.
can add a little bit more to that news and gossip. Think about that, guys, so that next week we can really touch base on that a little bit more. There's going to be a lot more drama over the week, I'm assuming.
Of
But
course.
thank you guys so much for watching. We love being able to do this for you. We love the Kardashians, especially Rob and Chyna. So tell us where we can find you guys. Howard.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that great stuff at Howard III, and of course my website, howardthird.com.
Find me everywhere, Kalima Music Art Wisdom, where pop culture meets wisdom.
Make sure to follow me at Thomas Orlina on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook.
And you can find me everywhere at Let's Face It with Justine, including my website.com and Twitter, Let's Face It 33. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.